Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new season of theBLOcounsel again. And today's video is for the business owners and aspiring business owners. And I'll be talking about the people problems. That is the problems that would be caused by people that you will encounter throughout the life cycle of your business. And then how you can recognize this type of problems, how you can successfully tackle them, and then become a good manager of people. So when we talk about challenges, issues, and problems, these are very common in business and in life generally. Therefore, we must recognize that problems are a part of life, and they are also a part of building a great business. And understanding this is the crucial first step to overcoming them whenever they arise. Issues and problems in business, which is my focus in today's video, don't just show up at your office unannounced. Of course, I know issues happen unexpectedly sometimes, but what I mean is that problems don't just happen. They are usually a function of people. That is, people who are involved with or in your business are usually the source, and more often than not, the solutions to the issues that may arise in your business. Someone watching me now who is an entrepreneur, let's say a sole proprietor, may be saying that, oh, how can people cause issues in my business when I'm the only one running the business? Well, if you are that person, I'm happy to tell you that even you yourself, as a person running your business by yourself, can be an issue or cause issues for your own business. But let's put the entrepreneur causing problems for his own business aside and focus on the other people that can cause problems in a business. When I say people causing issues in your business, I'm talking about people like your employees or staff, your customers or clients, your vendor or suppliers, and even your shareholders or investors. Literally all the stakeholders in your business, which obviously is comprised of people, can be a source of problems and cause issues in your business. Now, let me take some examples to illustrate some of the type of issues that the people in your business can cause. I'd begin with your employee or staff or team members. Whichever name you choose to use is fine. And I'll give a real life example so it can resonate better with you. So imagine having an employee who is in the procurement team of your business. That is, this person is part of the team, or let's just say the person that negotiates prices with your business contractors. Let me use, say, outsourced labor who are executing some work for your business as an example of this type of contractor. Let's call this staff's name Abdul. Now imagine this same staff who is employed as a member of your team so that he can deploy his negotiation skills to bring down procurement costs of contractors. Is now the same person that chooses to collude with the contractors to inflate the cost of the work on the business, just so that he can make extra cash off that. Very interesting, isn't it? But I'm sure it sounds relatable. This is the person who should be determined to help the business reduce costs, becoming the person helping to increase cost of the business, and knowingly conning and telling lies to the business he earns from. There are many more, but this is one type of issue that can arise from employees who are obviously people in your business. In the case of people who are clients or customers of your business, I think this one is quite self-explanatory, since many businesses have a customer service department, or at least have an idea that there should be some customer service. From the name, that is the department fully dedicated to servicing customers, particularly inquiries and complaints. Customers are people, and when their requests are ignored or neglected, it can cause significant damage to your business. And we really don't need to think too far here, because there are many examples around us today. Just like we see companies being called out by disgruntled customers on the social media today. But in order to be balanced and fair, we also have people who are also your business customers that will behave entitled, either for their own lack of understanding of your business and its operations, or because of just sheer greed. And they will use this to create problems, and by so doing, cause people issues in your business. Well, as a business, you still have to respect and treat all customers well. But it is important to know all these things so that you can be ready to always protect and do what is right for your business. Now, let's take another type of people that can cause people problems in your business: your suppliers. And for the sake of this example, I will describe a supplier as the person who maybe provides some form of input raw material that goes into your business product or service. Issues with people who are your suppliers can be dangerous because it will not only cause issues for your business, but can also cause you problems with your customers. If an issue arises with an input raw material that maybe is required to service a customer's request, this type of people issues in your business can be very costly, and you must know how to address them before they eventually turn bad. I've seen an instance where a supplier intentionally refused to make a time-sensitive supply because of a personal issue with an employee of a business. And this is how crazy and interesting dealing with people in business can be sometimes. Just to prove a point that he, the supplier, has the power to make that employee look bad in the face of the employer. Or in some extreme cases, even want the employee to lose their job just because they have an issue that is personal and has nothing to do with the business. One thing I learned early on about business is that business and life are similar, because when you are in any of them, anything can actually happen. So now, the last example of people who can cause people issue in your business are your investors. The people who bring capital to support or grow your business. To many businesses, having people who are willing to drop some cash sounds like the next best thing after sliced bread. Although experience has taught us that the same people who bring capital into your business and may appear like they are heaven sent can be the beginning of the fall of your business. When capital comes into your business, remember that capital is only a tool, and there are people behind that capital whose short and long-term interests must align with yours and that of your business, or you may just be taking in money that can potentially choke your business out. So while you are thinking of the capital, you must also be thinking of the people behind the capital. Because we've seen people who are investors in a business who go ahead to sue the business, and in some cases bankrupt the business for things as simple as misaligned interests. Well, I could go on and on and on with examples of people who can cause issues in your business, but I think you should have kind of got the point by now already, that people are the most crucial part of your business, and they are also the source of issues that may arise in your business, and they should be given great consideration all through the life cycle of your business. The truth is that many of the most successful people in the world of business and in all industries are people-oriented, and by extension grow along their career to be great managers of people. Or have you encountered a successful businessman who is not a great manager of people and people issues? Please type the name of any business person you may know in the comment section, or someone you may have heard of who is successful in business but not a great manager of people. I would assume there may be some of them out there, so let me know if you know any, so that we can find out how they were able to succeed in business without being good managers of people. Anyway, so how does a business person tackle these inevitable people issues in their business while also becoming a good manager of people? And that's the big question. Although it is important to recognize that the same way people are usually the cause of issues in your business may face, that's the same way people will usually be the solutions to those issues caused by people. Therefore, as a business owner, you must realize that one of your major responsibilities is to solve the people's problems in your business and be ready to step in at any time necessary to resolve any issues pertaining to the people in your business. This is non-negotiable if you want to be successful in business. Problems and issues with people in your business is possibly one of the fastest ways for your business to get into trouble, because those people problems deteriorate so fast. If they are not brought to light and addressed immediately, you'll find yourself in trouble. Another thing that is crucial is that as a business owner, you must create an atmosphere of easy, non-judgmental communication environment amongst the people involved in your business. This will help you in getting information about people-related issues quicker and get them tackled faster. And it will also help your people trust you more. Make it normal for your teammates or staff to be able to reach out to you immediately they have a people problem that they cannot resolve or that is getting out of control. And as soon as it is reached, you tackle it immediately. Don't procrastinate, because every serious businessman or woman knows that the good news can wait, but the bad news must be treated as soon as it is received. As a business owner, you must always strive to find the most amicable and amiable ways to resolve issues that happen amongst your people. You must be fair on your judgments, no favoritism, especially in conflicts, and you must hone the skill to be able to see things from the various perspectives that the different people in your business share. That means if a customer has an issue, for instance, you must be able to see things from that customer's perspective. Likewise, if a vendor has an issue, you must be able to judge the situation by assessing the vendor's perspective in relation to your company's perspective. Also, to become a good manager of people and people's problems, you must strive to always be in control of your emotions and your logic. What I'm trying to say here is that your emotions must be checked, and the best way to do this is to constantly remind yourself that emotions don't run a business. Just like Mr. Snapcode, the famous photo consultant, told me, emotions run high in a business, but emotions don't run a business. Emotions will help you connect to your people in the up times and especially their down times. But it is logical reasoning, or let me call it logical thinking, that will position you to solve your business people problems in a balanced, effective, and long-lasting manner. So as I conclude on this interesting video on people's problems in your business and how to address them successfully, remember that to become a successful manager of people is a gradual process. You won't be great at it from the get-go. You will make mistakes and make the wrong decisions sometimes, and that's okay. You may also feel bad at some of your actions or reactions to people issues at times. This is also okay. It's part of the learning process to becoming the best manager of people that you can be. Just make sure you are learning from your mistakes, studying your people with open communication, and after some time, you will notice your people management skill grow better and stronger as you become wiser at managing people problems in your business. So thank you once again for watching and listening to me today. I'll add some book recommendations to the video description that you can check out to help improve and get better at people management so that you can become the best manager of people that you can possibly be. Don't forget to leave us a comment, ask a question if you have any that pertains to your business, and I'll be glad to respond also in the comment section. As always, I remain Babatunde Olaniro, and I believe once again that service to many people will lead you to greatness. Thank you.